Okay, you know what? You're getting quite close there, I think. Which means... okay, screw it. I'm gonna start giving you the help that... So what I want you to do is I want you to hit B. And then go back into it.
Okay.
And take a look at what happens. See if you can spot the difference.
Okay. I don't see any difference.
Take a close look now.
There's 51 moves.
Yeah.
How?
It's gone up by 1. So if you press B again, the name makes me think it can only push stuff. Maybe it can only push one box at a time because it doesn't have enough power for more. Hey, did you notice that the number of moves you can make just went up? Really? Maybe it says something about this in the manual. When beginning operation, it will take some time before the Pushmaster 5000 fully charged. In other words, it doesn't start out with a fully charged battery. You got 51 moves last time, so you should get 52 this time. Now, I don't know how high it actually goes. In the past, I think I've gone up to like 54 or 55 and then been able to solve the puzzle.
Okay. I'm just going to quickly choose.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't going to even attempt to... So for the sake of you...
Okay, if you go around the field once, you can end up moving the crates in sort of cross shape, right? Okay.
Sort of being the operative part of that sentence. Yeah, true. I was just thinking, moving those crates into a cross might help us get them where we need to get them. Okay, okay. What do we do after we've done that? I'm not sure what we should do after making a cross with them. Maybe it'll get you up to 55.
Yeah, I was going to go 55.
So I was thinking about what we should do after we've got the crates into a cross. You come up with something? Yeah, you know the 4 squares on the right that we're trying to get the crates into? I think we need to fill the second one from the top first. And then? Hey, cut me some slack. I'm still trying to figure out that part out, okay? Somebody's getting touchy. Whatever, I think I can get the rest on my own. Yeah. Alright, he said I need to get the second one from the top filled first. Oh, yes. That's... Yeah. I see what he means now.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah. So yeah, I think now, in the past, I've always been able to solve it with 55. I think I maybe even been able to do it with 54, but I'm just like, you know what, let's go with 55.
How do I get stuff into a cross from here, though?
To
do that, so now I have to go there, that go there.
I'm not 100% actually. Like, I've never, like, used a cross puzzle myself actively. Like, maybe I've done it, like, subconsciously. But I can tell you that with 55 moves, I have been able to solve this puzzle. So, I think you can do the rest yourself. But do you see why I wanted you to get the basics down? Because despite the fact that you've gotten 55 moves now, you still need to know how not to get yourself into an impossible situation. You know? So... yeah, anyway, gonna go back to what I was talking about, which is the streaming. So folks, if you're interested in seeing me stream games myself, feel free to go and subscribe to Immortalium Gaming, because I will put the VODs up there and I'll also put the highlights videos up there as well. And then, like, in terms of the Twitch streaming, I'm trying to do it once per weekend. Usually it's a Sunday. But, you know, this time, Kathlynn and I are actually recording on a Sunday. So actually I streamed yesterday instead. And you've kind of messed yourself up, I think.
I'm gonna do something.
I'm curious what you're gonna do. You see the problem now?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out.
So, what Santa said, I don't know what he means about the cross.
Oh! Basically, he's telling me not to push anything into the yellow thing.
Well, he said the first one you've got to do in the yellow is to get the second one from the top. Once you get the second one from the top, the rest of it's actually pretty easy in comparison. Maybe he means a cross isn't just like a plus. Like the red cross? Isn't the red cross just a plus? Because obviously, you know, being from Ireland, folks, or when we think of a cross, we think of the cross that is like longer on the bottom than at the side and the top. Isn't that right, Kathlynn?
Maybe. Oh, I am thinking. I am, but it's already in a cross. If it's an X cross, I think it was already in an X cross. So I was thinking a cross, like a holy cross.
Yeah, that's a plus is kind of what I was thinking of.
Yeah, yeah, that would be what a cross is.
Like the Swiss flag, I think is one of those crosses. Where it's just like a plus rather than like the one with the longer bottom, you know, the stand or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's as much moves I can get. Okay.
Whoa! I come back and I can see like it. I was happy.
It goes up to 60.
That's the max, is it? Okay, well, that's an answer of mine. Answered. So what do they say when it hits 60? Like, are they?
Nothing. I just went in. It just didn't go up any further.
Okay. Well, I mean, you should easily be able to get it. Okay, mate. Hang on. Okay, next time you reset, I want to try to start giving some advice. There we go. Oh. You got it.
Yeah, I know. I needed the 60 moves. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. As long as
I figured it out, and because I figured it out, I didn't have enough moves. So I went back.
Okay. Well, that you got it done in the end. That's the main thing. Okay, I'm done putting in the program.
I know you did it 55. I had to do it in 58.
I'm sure there's some people who've done it in like 50 probably, but like for me, it's just whatever method I came up with, it was like about 55, 54.
Yeah, I was 58. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See, it's moving already. Awesome! The Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to, and lined up all the crates. Great, now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb those crates over by the fence. Exactly what we want, right? Heading over to a coffin?
Yes. But it doesn't look big enough to hold a person.
You think so?
No.
Are we sure that Alice isn't in here?
Doubt it.
Mommy?
Oh.
Oh. Just kidding. Really? Whatever. Just open it. Okay.
A small key and
A gun?
a gun?
And they're telling us to shoot somebody.
It looks very fancy, doesn't it?
It looks like they're telling us to shoot somebody.
Revolver.
How familiar are you with a revolver?
I don't really that familiar with guns.
So a revolver has 6 rounds in it.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So you can only shoot 6 times.
Yeah, because
Also-
they play Russian roulette with it, don't they?
Yes, I was about to say Russian roulette is played with a revolver, which
Yeah, you
Oh.
put one bullet in, or 2 sometimes, but
Yeah.
mainly 1, and you take turns, you spin the roll, and...
unless you're Nagito and you put in 5. But actually, there's a good line from King of the Hill actually, where Dale Gribble comes back from like the club, and his wife is like, "How'd it go at the club today?" And he's like, "We played Russian roulette," and she's like, "Oh, did you win?" And he was like, "You're not familiar with the game, are you?" It's like, "Nah." He's like, "Yeah, I won." That's a great joke. Anyway.
Looks pretty old.
I wonder if this
If you
is
play Russian roulette, though, would it classify as murder or suicide?
Well, I presume
Because
it's...
you're shooting yourself.
Yeah, but I presume it's based on whether you're willingly playing Russian roulette or
yeah.
if you're... Because, like, for instance, like, I remember... I think, is the movie The Deer Hunter? I think they're unwillingly doing it in that.
I haven't seen that movie.
And then in Black Lagoon, I think is a reference to that, where there's 2 guys who are clearly being forced into it, doing it. So I'm pretty sure in that case it'd be classified that someone else is murdering you. Because
Probably.
you're not willingly...
But how can you prove that they willingly did it themselves? Or didn't?
I don't know. I don't know how we would... I'm not a
Yeah.
policeman. It's just like, for instance...
Oh, we'll keep going.
In Saw, I think they at one point put the analogy, like, you know, if you force someone to put a gun to their head, like, it's still murder. You know?
True.
Anyway, go on.
Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real... Oh.
Yeah, he's thinking that this is bad news.
You're not gonna take it? Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble.
I agree.
It's a powerful weapon that gives one person...
But I think we should take it because I know someone here is going to take it.
But then,
Like
how...
Clover took the axe.
If we took the gun ourselves, how would anyone trust us?
Okay, how about someone takes the gun and everyone else carries the bullets?
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, because that means...
The only problem is that means the person who has the gun has no defense, which means someone could overpower them, and then if they had the bullet, and then take the gun off them, and they have one round.
True, I don't know.
It's a tricky...
It's all about trusting each other, though.
It's a tricky thought. Actually,
Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
you know, the most logical thing to probably do with that gun, actually, would be to toss it over the side. Down there. Because anyone who goes down to get it probably couldn't get back out again.
But then when you do that, you'd also have to make sure you unload it to prevent misfire from when it hits the ground.
Sure. That can work. Unless the safety's on.
Yeah, but like, do these people know how to use guns? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither. Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you? Of course not. We'll take that with us.
Yeah, obviously we're taking the key with us. A rusty key. Maybe I can use this. Now notice the fact that this isn't like one of the star signs.
No, it's not.
This is just a regular key.
Back up the stairs we go.
Yep. Let's just put this key in here and yes! Sounds like that did it.
Yay! Looks like it's open, Jumpy.
I see. This key should open this door. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Yes, it's opening. And of course, our glorious sentence.
Who took the gun? Because I know someone took the gun.
You found it.
Yeah, I already know someone took the gun from that room.
A long hallway, huh?
All of it was June.
Let's check it out.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But Clover already went psycho. Do they want all the women to just go psycho?
Well, I mean, technically we've only seen one person go psycho so far, haven't we?
Yeah, so if June goes psycho as well, that means 2 women of all the people who've psycho.
So then we need Lotus to go mental.
Yeah.
We've seen this elevator before.
Actually, can you bring up the flowchart? Just out of curiosity.
How to do that? Oh, what button's that again?
It's one of the directional buttons. You've been accidentally doing that. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's this one. So do you see that we're about to go down to the 2 paths? Basically, what I kind of want to point out here is that we're about to get an ending.
Yeah.
And I believe the ending we're going to get is the one on the right.
This one?
Yeah. So just to warn you there. Go on.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started.
Not entirely.
We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button? Yeah.
Works right away. Very convenient. Very rare in this ship.
Works.
I think so.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do we do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree.
Makes sense.
Let's go.
What do you think's down here?
We'll either run into the others,
Looks like it ends here.
or we'll find the 9
Only one door.
There isn't any.
Well, we won't be finding the others down here, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because they went through the number 1 door, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just calculate that out quickly. So it was Lotus, which is 8, 7, which is 7 plus 15, and Clover, which is 4, which is 1 plus 9, 19?
Maybe.
And then 1 plus 9 equals 10, and then 1 plus 0. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they went through the number 1 door. Which, remember, the number 1 door opens up up above.
Oh, yeah, okay, true.
So it isn't gonna, we're not going to run into them. This is an interesting room now.
Is this another puzzle?
No.
Oh, the 9. And it's in the church.
The fact that the church is very important to you, huh?
No, why is everything? It's religious cult or some shit. I don't know.
Does this factor into your theories then?
I don't know.
What is your theory right now?
I had a few theories that it was a little bunch of rich people watching them like Squid Game.
Oh yes, that was your theory.
This could also be a religious sacrifice shit or something, or just be an experiment.
Oh, okay. We've gone through quite a few theories there. To be fair, yeah, we don't have all the answers yet.
Vacant. Huh. We finally found it.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
What? A 9 door. There's another one.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's 9, no matter how you look at it. The red is there too. So this is a real one? Why?
2 number 9
There are
doors.
2 doors.
What do you think of that?
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only 1 door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Yeah, he didn't say seek the door. It's just seek a door.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only 1. After all, why would there be more than 1?
Oh, man. We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1278 and 34569 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2349 and 15678. The digital root is still 9. There are a bunch of combinations that work and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people.
And that's it's done a bang up job so far because we know that a couple of people are already dead.
2.
Zero didn't lie. He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other.
Now, when he
Someone
says
might be hurt.
when he says that Zero didn't lie, I think there is a term called lying by omission, right?
He technically didn't lie, but he also didn't tell the truth, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he didn't lie, but he wasn't giving all the information that he had available to him.
Yeah.
But he actually found the door that carries a 9. If he said the door, I think it would be, assume it was 1. I think a
You
door.
would assume it was one if it was the.
I think he said a door.
Whereas if he
A door actually could mean multiple. They are right.
if he said seek the doors that have a
Then
number.
that's very automatic. They'd be like, oh, there's more than 1.
Yeah.
But a door
The point I'm making
that
is
carries,
that
yeah. So he wasn't
he
lying.
withheld key information, which I believe they call lying by omission.
No, because it was technically there if they just thought about it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
If they
Like,
thought about the wording he gave them.
Lying by omission doesn't mean that they actually like straight up lied. It means that they left out key information that changes your perspective on something.
True. No.
Someone might get killed, but eventually,
But I don't think you can be penalised for lying on a mission because you didn't tell them a lie or a truth.
Oh, you talk about in like a court system?
Yeah.
Well, that comes down to perjury, which perjury is very difficult to prove.
Yeah.
Because you gotta prove that they intended to lie, which is very easy for them to just pretend, oh, I forgot, or oh, I didn't
Like,
know.
there's definitely times when, like, I probably said something, then I had to clarify because then it could be interrupted as two different things.
Yeah.
But sometimes you might not catch that.
Like, last time when I said, I was talking about, like, how I was, like, I think women having the hooded one eye thing.
Yeah, like,
And you thought I meant that women with only one eye.
yeah.
Whereas what I meant was just the hair
I think
going
our
over
friend
them.
agreed he would have thought the same thing when we said it to him. So.
Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going anyway.
There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other. This game was designed for that purpose. This
Feels more like an experiment, as the more I learn.
arguing and fighting
Interesting.
It's a social experiment. Fucked up social experiment.
Very. One in which people can actually die.
In one slip up, one tiny mistake that led to more. Everything could have been so much worse now.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4. Wait, don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
What now?
You see, if you,
No.
So
we
what's
gotta go
left
back.
is...
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
Because she could stay... Because I think her theory is she could wait for the others to come and they all can leave together. But what if they don't get there?
that is the risk, yeah. Particularly since we know that Clover's gone off to, like... Oh, actually, the problem is they don't have Snake either, though. So even if the others came along and you added June's one, you'd get 7. Because you'd need Snake's one of 2 to get 9.
But I think they're still hoping they can get help. Maybe. If they
Oh, and then come back.
and come back.
Oh, well, I mean, true, but the thing is they're on a very tight time limit now. Like, it's getting quite
Okay.
close to...
There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest. Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh? Oh, right.
You know, Atlanta's that actual, like...
It's in
city.
America.
Guys,
Very well.
Isn't that a joke
Let's
in
head back
Futurama,
to Seagull
actually?
then. We should be able to take the
Because I
elevator we
think
passed
in
earlier.
Futurama, like, they go under the ocean at one point, and there's, like, this sign, and it's got the Atlan at part, and of course you're thinking to yourself, oh, Atlantis. And they're, like, rubbing it out, and it comes up Atlanta. And it's
yeah.
like the lost city of Atlanta.
Perhaps Clover, Seven, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
Oh, actually, sorry, there's a fantastic quote from that, actually. I love
even
that.
with
So,
all 7 of us,
have you ever heard of
Standing around
the,
here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree?
I was going to assume that you'd stop.
Sorry, I wasn't
Sure,
thinking.
So, in that episode, Fry falls in love with, like...
Oh, I
a
saw
mermaid.
it, yeah. And then he was going to marry her, and then he found out they don't have sex. Instead, she lays eggs, and he puts his sperm all over her eggs.
Yeah, which is how fish typically do. But do you remember what he says as he's running away?
No.
He was like, why couldn't she be the other type of mermaid with the fish part on the top and the woman part on the bottom?
I don't think he'd be attracted to her then, because...
Well, yeah, but it was a funny thought to me. Like a reverse mermaid.
Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Come to think of it, what is this room? We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around. Huh. It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony, but what kind? Huh. A coffin.
Another
What is
coffin?
a coffin doing in a place like this?
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move.
Right, okay. I'll be right there.
Someone's trapped in the coffin?
Sounds like it. Could it be Alice? Yeah, someone was banging away at that coffin.